Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat, and welcome to the WWE Backlash Watch Party prediction video. Now, first of all, we're going to look at the WWE Backlash 2023 match card, and then we're going to just use some logic and a bit of theory crafting to try and guess what we think is going to happen at Backlash. So, we have the United States Championship, the triple threat match between Austin Theory, Bronson Reed, and Bobby Lashley. We have a one-on-one for no reason match between Seth Rollins and Omos. We have Rhea Ripley versus Zelina Vega for the SmackDown Women's Championship. We have Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest in a San Juan street fight in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Then we have Bianca Belair versus Io Sky for the Raw Women's Championship. Then this one isn't for any titles. It's the 3-on-3 match. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens and Matt Riddle versus the Usos and Solo Sikoa. No tag titles involved there. And then in the main event is going to be the Beef incarnate Brock Lesnar versus the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. So, let's go through the card and see what we think. So, Austin Theory versus Bronson Reed versus Bobby Lashley for the United States Championship. I think Austin Theory... Wow, the music just upped. Hang on. I just lowered that a little bit. So, I think Austin Theory is on the run of his life at the moment. I'll be honest, I don't think many titles are going to change hands at Backlash. I think title changes generally tend to be for bigger things, such as SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania. It doesn't mean that no titles will change hands, but what I'm saying is Backlash is a smaller pay-per-view. And I don't see Austin Theory losing the United States Championship to either Bronson Reed or Bobby Lashley. I don't think Bobby Lashley needs it. I think Bobby Lashley is a main event player. And I think Bobby Lashley should be going after the brand new heavyweight championship. Actually, I can't remember whether Bobby Lashley is now on Raw or SmackDown. But regardless of what brand he's on, he should really be going after the main title and not the secondary title, not the US or the Intercontinental Championship. Bronson Reed is fantastic. He is a huge boy. But I think taking the belt off of Austin Theory would just do more to harm Austin Theory and not do an awful lot to push Bronson Reed. So I think Austin Theory is going to win that match. Next up, Seth Rollins versus Omos. I would be freaking shocked if Omos won. Honestly, Seth Rollins is being pushed to be the most likely candidate to be the brand new World Heavyweight Champion. The other big contender is Cody Rhodes, and I really don't think it should be Cody Rhodes because I think Cody Rhodes should continue to stay on the path to try and take on Roman Reigns, and it should be Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40, even though both of them are on different brands, not unless the idea is for Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns to unify the titles at WrestleMania 40. That's also a possibility that they could be going with. Maybe the world title will only be around for less than a year. So that's a distinct possibility. But Omos beating Seth Rollins does nothing for Seth Rollins other than to hurt Seth Rollins. And Seth Rollins is really hot right now. He is white hot. In fact, that is exactly why we have the code breaker for Seth freaking Rollins right now. In fact, actually, on this code breaker, let me just show you. I am currently ranked 180. So I'm only taking a small break here to do the predictions. Otherwise, I'm going to lose some of that rank. So I think Seth Rollins is absolutely winning that. I would be shocked if Omos won it. I really like Omos, but I don't know why he's in this match. I also don't know why Omos had the match against Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. Literally just for someone to go over the giant. That is what it is. Rhea Ripley versus Zelina Vega. There is no way in hell Zelina Vega is winning, not after what Rhea Ripley went through at WrestleMania to get the title off of Charlotte Flair. I do understand that it's in Puerto Rico, and know that Zelina Vega is part of the Latino World Order and such, and it would be a good, homecoming moment sort of thing for her to win, but I don't freaking see it. Rhea Ripley absolutely going to win that match, guaranteed. I would buy a hat and I would eat it if I was wrong. The hat would be a natural hat, so it would be delicious. But I would eat the hat if Zelina Vega won, and I might even do it on camera if you guys really want to see that. So if you want Grand Cat to eat a hat, vote for Zelina Vega. But I don't see it happening. I think Rhea's definitely going to win it. So Rhea Ripley, absolutely to retain her SmackDown Women's Championship. Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest. Well, this one is controversial. It could go either way, but I feel like this is the match where the entire Judgment Day gets involved, and then the entire LWO gets involved, and it ends up finalising with Bad Bunny defeating Damian Priest. I don't think Bad Bunny would defeat Damian Priest in a one-on-one regular match, but the fact that it's a street fight with no rules, I don't see Bad Bunny cheating. First of all, I don't see him bringing out, his army, but I do think that Damian Priest is more likely to get Dominic Mysterio and Finn Balor to interfere, and then that's going to cause the interference from Rey Mysterio and the Legend of Cats, Legato del Fantasma, the Phantom Cats, but it's Legato, not Legato, but I think it's really, really funny if they were called the Phantom Cats. But yes, Bad Bunny to win that, and I don't think we've got a Bad Bunny card at all, so I wouldn't put any money on Damian Priest. Bianca Belair versus Io Sky. I would love to see Io Sky beat Bianca Belair, but the fact that Bianca Belair didn't lose her title at Mania to Asuka when she really absolutely should have makes me think that Bianca Belair isn't going to lose the title to Io Sky, the secondary or third member of Damage Control. If it was Bianca Belair versus Bayley, maybe I would be going towards Bayley. But even at that, Damage Control has been booked horribly since they were first formed, and I don't see Io Sky being the one to defeat Bianca Belair. I would love to see Io Sky beat Bianca Belair. I think Bianca Belair is a horrible champion. I don't think she's done enough with the belt to warrant being as long a reigning champion as she is. I couldn't tell you a single memorable feud that she had. She is literally becoming the Super Cena of the female division, which is really, really horrible because Bianca Belair is a fantastic competitor. She just needs a better story, and that is what she's missing. So Bianca Belair to win, unfortunately. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and Matt Riddle versus the Usos and Solo Sikoa. I think this is the time now when Solo Sikoa turns on the Usos, because they had been hinting towards it happening on SmackDown when it was Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens versus the Usos in the tag title rematch. They have been sort of hinting towards it for a little while, pretty much since WrestleMania, and I think this is the point. I think it's going to get to the point where the Usos have Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens beat, and Solo Sikoa turns on Jimmy and Jay, and they're like, what are we supposed to do now? And then, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, end up taking the... I mean, Matt Riddle's in there as well, of course, but I think Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens is the real story, and I could see it being Sami pinning Jey Uso, or Jimmy Uso. Jey Uso, actually, yeah, not Jimmy. That Sami Zayn pinning Jey Uso without being aware that Solo Sikoa interfered. That's what I think the finish is, and I think it's Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and Matt Riddle that are going to win. I don't think it hinders or benefits either team from winning or losing this match. I think this is more just for the plot, just for the story, and I think the Usos and Solo Sikoa losing here makes more sense than Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens beating the Usos at WrestleMania, beating the Usos in the rematch at SmackDown, and then losing to the Usos in a no title, no reason match at Backlash. That doesn't make any sense to me. I think the purpose of this is to really sort of bury the Usos, show that Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are significantly, like definitively better than them, and then allow the Usos to part ways from the bloodline and then reinvent themselves, get themselves back up, get themselves some momentum, and maybe even come back as faces and having the heel Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns as the bloodline. I think maybe the bloodline is also just a little bit too large as well, with having the Usos, Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, and technically Paul Heyman. But I mean, also before that, you had Sami Zayn in there as well. And I think that's maybe what they're trying to do. Maybe they're trying to put more focus back on Roman Reigns and having his one Solo Sikoa as the problem solver and his one manager, Paul Heyman, rather than having an army of people, because then you start getting into NWO territory where you just have too many people that you can't write a good storyline for all of them. And also, we have also seen hints towards Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa being a tag team, where they were going to be a tag team against Cody Rhodes, and then Cody Rhodes' tag partner was then Brock Lesnar. And that looked like it was going to be a tag team that was going to happen until Brock Lesnar turned on Cody Rhodes, and then Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa left the arena. So I think that is maybe most likely what's going to happen. I would be surprised if the Usos won. I think if the Usos won, it's only going to continue the storyline of the Usos defecting from the bloodline. I think the Usos losing at Backlash or Solo Sikoa turning on the Usos is the way to progress that story. And then the main event, Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes. I will be honest, I do not know who is going to win. It could go either way. It could be Cody Rhodes beats Brock Lesnar, and this is the start of the redemption arc for Cody Rhodes having lost to Roman Reigns at Mania, especially if Brock Lesnar is a part-timer now, and it's likely that, Brock Lesnar, just puts Cody over, and then what does Cody do? Cody then starts going for the world title, and either wins it or potentially loses to Seth Rollins or someone else that's big, maybe put a heel over. Or, so that could be the start of Cody Rhodes getting his win back. Or they could be going for the John Cena angle, where John Cena lost to The Rock at WrestleMania, and then you had John Cena saying, my life was put into a tailspin. That loss at WrestleMania meant everything to me. You don't know what that does to a person, Rock. And then a year of his life ruined, which was actual lies, because actually John Cena won quite a lot that year. But regardless, that might be the story they're going for. That Cody Rhodes loses to Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes loses to Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes loses to Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight title, and Cody Rhodes is just on this downward spiral, going down, down, down. He keeps losing, he keeps getting so close to the finish and then just missing it right at the very end. And then it comes to next year's Mania, or it comes to next year's Royal Rumble, and Cody Rhodes says the only way he's going to get his match back is by winning the Royal Rumble again, twice in a row. And I think that is very probable what the storyline is going to go for. And then at WrestleMania 40, you have, the punished Cody Rhodes, that defeated the broken down, not the heroic babyface any longer, but the one that is scratching and striving to stay relevant just long enough so that he can get the title off of Roman Reigns, not the World Heavyweight title, but the actual, the true proper championship, the undisputed world universal championship off of Roman Reigns, because that's the true championship. That's the one that Cody Rhodes needs to win in order to complete the story. and if it happens at the main event of WrestleMania 40, which I said back at WrestleMania 39, WrestleMania 40 is a much, much bigger pay-per-view than what WrestleMania 39 is, and if that's more likely where Roman Reigns' streak is going to be ended, rather than WrestleMania 39. So that could be what it's going for. I think either way, Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns is the finale of WrestleMania 40. But how do we get there? Does it happen with Cody Rhodes losing to Roman Reigns and then the following month beating Brock Lesnar? Or does Cody Rhodes lose at WrestleMania, lose at Backlash, lose at the next pay-per-view, Night of Champions, lose at the next pay-per-view after that, and goes on a downward spiral? But does that hurt Cody Rhodes' character too much? Will the fans stop caring about him if that happens? Or does Cody Rhodes need this win to keep the fans' momentum, to give the fans something to go for? I don't know. It is truly a 50-50. I could not tell you one way or the other who's going to win between Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes. What I can tell you is, in my mind, Austin Theory should beat Bronson Reed and Bobby Lashley for the United States Championship. Seth Rollins should beat Omos. Rhea Ripley should beat Zelina Vega. Bad Bunny will probably beat Damian Priest. Bianca Belair will definitely beat Io Sky. And it's most likely that Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens and Matt Riddle are going to go over the Usos and Solo Sikoa. But Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes, that is a coin flip. And I don't know what the answer is. So let's add some cards. And as you can see, my two strongest ones are Brock Lesnar and the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, which is real unfortunate because I don't know which one of those is going to win. What we are going to do is we're going to put in Sami Zayn. If I put in Cody Rhodes, can I also put in Cody Rhodes? No, it doesn't let me. Okay. So let's remove that. So I was wondering if I could just put in multiple Cody Rhodes. Tommaso Ciampa, nope. Rick Biggs, nope. LA Knight, nope. Seth freaking Rollins, possible. Let's go to all. William Regal, nope. Kevin Owens, yes. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, I really think are going to win. Rey Mysterio, not in a match. Not officially. John Cena, not in a match, nope. American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Omos is not beating Seth Rollins. Roman Reigns isn't even at the pay-per-view. Finn Balor, not in a match. Edge, not in a match. Once again, Lesnar and Cody Rhodes. There is Seth freaking Rollins, which, yep, I think Seth is going to win. So that is the next one that I think is absolutely going to be correct. Lashley, Santos, Braun Breaker, Montez Ford, Miz, Otis, Top Dollar, Miz, Styles, Austin Theory. Yeah, Austin Theory is going to win his match. He's going to retain the title. I just realised this is all male. Dang it. I've been missing out on females. So Asuka, Trish, no. Lita, no. Mia Yim, no. Zelina Vega is not going to beat Rhea Ripley. Charlotte Flair, Bianca Belair, yes. Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. Yes and yes. Do we have anyone better than Austin Theory? Next question. I don't think we do. So, the other thing I could do, in terms of my picks, I think Austin Theory is going to beat Bronson Reed and Bobby Lashley. I think Seth Rollins is going to beat Omos. I think Rhea Ripley is going to beat Zelina Vega. I think Bianca Belair is going to beat Io Sky. And I think Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens and Matt Riddle are going to beat the Usos and Solo Sikoa. Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes, I do not know the answer. So this is 2,956. Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar is 3,545. So I would get an extra 500 points if I were to gamble on Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes rather than the guaranteed amount. And also, once I get Austin Theory up to level 100, same as this Seth Rollins here, it should be 3,250, which I will. That is absolutely going to happen. But for an extra 300 points, I'm not going for it. I'm not going to gamble on Cody Rhodes or Brock Lesnar. I don't think it's worth it. Yep. Nope, that is my predictions. That's me. I am locked in. I'm going to get this Austin Theory up to level 100 just to get his 3,250 points on him. But that is it. If I were you guys, if possible, I wouldn't bet on either Brock Lesnar or Cody Rhodes because it could go down either way. And we won't know until Backlash. The problem is this is the start of a redemption arc or a downward spiral arc, and we don't know what way it's going to go until we actually see the match. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Matt Riddle makes sense to go over the Usos and Solo Sikoa, and more likely I think Solo Sikoa is going to turn on the Usos. I would be surprised if, well, Solo could turn on the Usos after the match. So maybe the Usos and Solo Sikoa win, and then Solo Sikoa turns on them after the match. You know, like the Usos think that they've redeemed themselves in the eyes of, you know, the tribal chief, and lo and behold, no, they haven't, because it didn't matter whether they won or lost. Solo Sikoa is going to, like, you know, beat them up anyway. Bianca versus Io Sky. I don't see a chance in hell of Io Sky taking the title off of Bianca Belair when Bianca Belair kept the championship at Mania when she really, really shouldn't have. Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest, I think that is just a feel-good moment. It's just going to be a fun match, and it's going to be Bad Bunny beating Damian Priest, and then Bad Bunny celebrating with the LWO, because that's what the storyline is at the moment. Rhea Ripley is absolutely going to beat Zelina Vega. There's no chance Zelina Vega has of defeating Rhea Ripley. Not a chance in hell, and as I have said, I, as a grand cat, will eat a grand hat if I am incorrect. That is my grand cat guarantee. This is Rhea Ripley is definitely going to beat Zelina Vega. Seth Rollins versus Omos. I would be shocked if Omos won, because Omos is on an incredible losing streak. Well, I mean, an incredible losing streak in matches that matter. You know, when he's been fed people for no reason, he goes out there and wins in a single match, in a single move. But yeah, Seth Rollins is definitely beating Omos. There's no way that Seth Rollins is going to lose to Omos. And then Austin Theory, I am fairly certain is going to retain the belt against Bronson Reed and Bobby Lashley. In fact, actually, I think the finish to the Austin Theory match is that Lashley is finally going to get the Hurt Lock on Bronson Reed, and it looks like Bronson Reed is about to pass out. And I think at that point, Austin Theory is going to jump Lashley from behind, and then he's going to pin Bronson Reed, and then he's going to win off of Bobby Lashley's efforts, rather than, because I don't see Austin Theory being able to do the ATL, the A-Town down to either Bronson Reed or Bobby Lashley. I don't see that happening, although I think it would be absolutely hilarious if Austin Theory could, you know, pick up Bronson Reed in the same manner as John Cena with you know, doing an F5 or an F5, sorry, an FU or an attitude adjustment. You're just going A-Town down. But that's going to be it for this video, folks. I really hope you all enjoyed, and that is my predictions for the watch party for WWE Backlash. I think it's going to be a fun match. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Let me know if you guys think I'm right or if you guys think I'm wrong. And let me know if you guys are excited to see the Grand Cat eat a hat if Rhea Ripley is going to lose to Zelina Vega. But that's going to be it for this video, folks. I really hope you all enjoyed, and we will see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.